Good day everyone, and welcome to this channel, Osinachi'S TV. Well, the title of my today's message is what I called, "It was not Osinachi'S husband." I think I'd rather go straight to the point because we don't have all the time in the whole wide world. Since the reigning of this unholy event about this Igbo gospel singer, Osinachi, and this her doctor of bully husband, Peter Nwachukwu, over the social media space, I've been watching, from a reasonable distance. But what got my attention was after watching the interview of Osinachi's mother, her own sisters. The interviews they granted to the BBC, and some other people's accounts on what happened. To be frank with you, I shedded tears. It was then I came to the conclusion that it was not actually Peter Nwachukwu that is totally responsible for cutting down the life of a person so blessed, so endowed with a sonorous voice that has the capacity to shake the heavens and make the earth tremble. Do you know that this is a voice that has touched the lives of many, even non-Christians and non-Nigerians alike? I don't know if you've had a thought about that. Please, before you judge the title of this video and the intention of the maker, do not forget to watch this video till the end, so as to understand the angle Osinachi'S TV is coming from and why we chose this title. Before we continue, Ogu Emmanuel is my name. This channel is called Osinachi'S TV. Please, for more educative, lifestyle, entertaining videos, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Osinachi'S TV, and click like on my Facebook page. Please do ring the notification bell. Comment on this video, just what you saw and how you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to share it. It is true that this famous Igbo gospel singer Osinachi Nwachukwu, who was unfortunately, by one chance, got married to Mr. Peter Nwachukwu, Nwayekwensu. I have reasons to believe that a lot of Osinachi'S has carelessly gone in the past. As we speak now, many other Osinachi'S are already very close to their graveyards. But it will be only if they refuse to learn from these bitter lessons. It's only if they refuse to learn from this brutal death of Osinachi Nwachukwu. This bully called Peter came to Osinachi's family despite the fact that he had a secret married wife. His mission to Osinachi's life was clear. He discovered a gold mine in her voice. He also discovered an evergreen talent. He saw a cash cow and also a willing sheep, if you ask me. That was the reason he quickly completed all the marital rites before they could say Jack. He has gotten married to her. Isn't that funny? I hope you're not thinking what I'm thinking. Peter came into Osinachi's life to steal, kill, and destroy. Although he has, as it seems, he has achieved his aim, but God is more stronger than Peter. No wonder he was able to collect Osinachi's YouTube and her other social media passwords, while this poor woman was battling for her dear life on the hospital bed before she died. He did this so he could be controlling all the money Osinachi is making from people downloading her songs and products. These viewing hours of her videos and subscription counts is part of the bargain too. You know, government should please, if you ask me, government should please collect all the Osinachi'S social media business passwords from Peter and hand it over to the new people that will be taking care of Osinachi'S children. Since she was pronounced dead, her social media subscribers, viewership and patronage has skyrocketed and it has run into millions. Please don't help this man to enjoy from the blood, sweat and sufferings of Osinachi and her social media patronage. I am happy this Osinachi'S matter has been taken to the Nigeria Senate and that some people more powerful than Peter are now interested in her case. It is true today, many people all over the world are talking about the life and death of Osinachi. A lot of accusing fingers are pointing towards Peter Nwachukwu as the culprit. It might be true, but we are seeing it from a different angle. And that was why this video was named, "It is not Osinachi'S husband." You know why? This is the first reason. And what we call the first reason is my pastor phobia. If the truth were to be told, the kind of reverence and worship a typical Nigerian churchgoer has for his or her pastor were to be given to God, Nigeria and its people would have been the envy of all nations. Do I have to blame Osinachi, the sheep, for listening to the voice of her pastor, the shepherd? You know, as a sheep, she was conditioned not to ask questions. She's supposed to be meek and gentle and be a good follower too. Because her pastor, who is the papa and mama of her church, has made it categorically clear to Osinachi and other Osinachi'S in their church. Do you know what they did? They knocked it into her head that divorce is not an option. That the children of the divorced parents are usually the bad ones in the society. That God hates divorce, as if God is in love with other unholy things in the Bible. The second reason for this video and why Osinachi died, we called it community factor. I know Osinachi will be thinking, she'll be asking herself so many questions before she gave up the ghost. Imagine me. Imagine a gospel singer like me. So if I divorce or separate from this unholy marriage to save my life, how would people judge me? How would people be looking at me? Look at my friends, my pastor, my colleagues in the industry, my village people, and others might think that I've let them down because I was wayward, probably. What about my village people? What will they say? Will this affect my career? What about my children? Will they ever be responsible if I leave Peter? What about Peter? Will he think of killing me for this? Will he think of killing me for separating or going for divorce? What will my kinsmen say? But do you know one thing? The answers to all these questions are far more less than saving Osinachi'S precious life. Have you ever bothered to ask yourself this question? Why Osinachi refused to leave after this?
Stay together. We stay together. Oh.
A year and 3 months.
A year and 3 months.
He came
looking for her. I opened my mouth and said, since you said my daughter will be going dead or alive, she won't live with you anymore. You won't be married together anymore. The one we've already done is enough. Osinachi opened her mouth. I'm telling you the truth. I'm going to say the truth. She said, Mama, that God said what he has joined together, nobody should put asunder. That she would go back. I told her not to go back. She said, rather marry another husband. And she said, Mama, I'm not going to marry another one. I've already married. I'm already wedded. After she said that.
Is what we call, the third reason is what we call religion. Karl Marx once called religion an opium of the masses. That is something that can put you under a spell. It will influence your mode and style of thinking. It will work on you like hard drugs. The first thing that killed Osinachi was religion. The church, maybe her pastor, the Bible, and fear. All these things did not make the matter easy for her, because she was watching the world from a religious blind spot. It is true, many believers do see their GOs as someone more powerful and smarter than God. But just make the mistake of insulting God. You will see them enjoying and laughing at the jokes. But try that jokes with their general overseers. They will make you their enemy number one. They normally see their GOs and they normally look at them or see them as someone who is more superior than God himself. It is true, the word pastor means shepherd, and we, the followers, are the sheep. We also know that sheep is a kind of an animal that finds it difficult to make use of their brain. They neither ask questions nor protest for anything. So, based on this idea, it is the reason a lot of us are churching the way we do without using our own mental faculties or brain. I don't know what to call it. The other reason is called Peterphobia. That is what I termed it. As Christ gave his life for his church, so also Osinachi gave her own life to this beast called Peter. She truly believed that the fear of Peter is the beginning of wisdom. It was that fear that made Peter God over Osinachi. It was this same kind of fear that stopped any kind of communication between Osinachi and every other member of her family. It is only trees that can stand after hearing they will be cut down. If it is humans, they will run for their dear lives. Even Christ himself in the Bible once ran for his dear life on citing attacks from people around. Not to talk of me, in Matthew 4. Now I go work out. If you see I go vamos. Because of the word of our pastor, Osinachi refused to listen to the voice of reason.
Until she got pregnant with the second one, with the next one, and had the child. When she had the child, he called me that I should come, that she's starving, that she's suffering, that what Peter is doing to her is too much. I looked up and looked down. She called our daddy. That Peter said if she doesn't go dead, she doesn't go alive, she's gonna go dead. So she's gonna be gone dead or alive. I called my daughter, my oldest daughter. I said, please come. Let's see how we can bring Osinachi
back. It might not be gentle of me to speak bad of the dead, but the truth still remains, and it must be told that Osinachi killed herself. It's a very bitter truth to swallow. But in my honest understanding, she did that in ignorance. Peter Nwachukwu was not exactly the one that killed Osinachi. It was religion which was abused by her. she induced it. Peter became a catalyst to her death with the combination of the above and other factors. Osinachi has a long time ago, before she was killed by this spineless creature. She's dead long time ago, before this Peter killed her. The husband has already broken Osinachi's body, soul, and spirit back to back before he finally sent her to the world beyond that gruesome kicking, beating, marching on her chest, and so on.
What she was going through. After I went back, we kept on enduring. My sister would come to Enugu, he won't let her come home. She said she kept on calling on the phone that Peter is breaking her heart. He said there was one day that Peter took mop and to hit her. Peter. He holds her and beat her. Osinachi was hiding it. The Osinachi opened mouth and told me when she had her last child that he chased her out with the little child he had in her hand, and it was her son that gave her cloth to cover because she was cold outside with the baby she had with her. It was her son that gave her something to cover.
I am not advocating for people not to listen to their religious leaders, their pastors, or refuse to go to church. That is not what I'm saying. But be doing that with your head intact. Be doing that like somebody created with something upstairs.
For better or for worse. In sickness and in health, for richer or poorer. The people who wrote those vows were under the anointing of the Holy Spirit. They are beautiful vows. But let me explain where the better and for worse is. And I want you to hear it as from the mouth of the senior pastor of Family Worship Center. That the words does not generate from inside the house. That words did not mean that no matter what I do, no matter what I say in the house, you do it. No, that's not what it meant. It meant that the bad that will come from outside that we cannot control, no matter what it is, we will go through it. But the evil should not be generated from within. Therefore I say, any man beat you, leave. Leave. You say, Pastor, no, that's too radical.
But do you know that it's a big miracle to any reasonable man to be blessed with someone so talented like Osinachi? Because the value of her voice is far more than a factory or a business center. Osinachi deserves to be worshipped by her husband, not receiving beatings here and there, up and down, as if it is going out of fashion. But when it is a case, as I was told, that if a man beats a woman, it is called beating. But if it is the other way around, that is, if it is the woman that is one beating her husband, that it is called manhandling. Is it true? Not true? Okay, please go down to my comment section and tell me let me know what you feel about this. Okay? Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Imatu4 TV. Click like on my Facebook page. Comment on this video. Ring the notification bell. Please do not forget to share this video. We shall meet in my next video. We shall meet again. Bye.